Yo, what is going on, you guys? Bashtian here, and I'm back. First of all, I just want to go and say thank you to everyone who showed support. If you guys don't know, last week I wasn't able to upload because I just had a surgery. So unfortunately, I was not feeling well enough to get in front of the camera. Still not in front of the camera because I don't feel like I look too good, but. It wasn't any type of face thing. It was just anyway. I don't want to get too much into it, but I just want to say thank you to those guys who showed support. But today, that is not why we are here today. Today, during my time off, I guess you could call it, I wanted to go ahead and test out different types of decks. So I wanted to go ahead and get back to playing Spright a little bit. I really missed the overall combos that the deck has, the grinding that the deck has, just the overall versatility that the deck has. Now we have Live Twin Spright, Live Twin Runic Spright, Melfi Spright, Tri-Brigade Spright. So there's so many different variations of this deck, and I wanted to go ahead and dedicate a few videos to just how versatile this deck really is. So I want to go ahead and show you guys my Live Twin Spright deck profile for the April 2023 format. I do suspect that we might be getting a ban list potentially early May, so I am going to be posting a ban list prediction very soon. So if you guys want to go ahead and stick around for that, make sure you subscribe, and I will go ahead and get that out to you guys as soon as possible. But without further ado, let's get right into this profile, guys. Alright guys, starting off with the monsters, we're playing 3 copies of Spright Blue, 3 copies of Spright Jets, and 1 copy of Red, 1 copy of Carrot. We're not really trying to reinvent the wheel here, doing nothing crazy. This is pretty much going to be the standard lineup. Some people like to play 2 red, I definitely understand that, and I definitely see your point of view. I just want to go ahead, and because this is two engines combined, I want to make sure there's enough room for everything in the entire deck. And 1 red and Carrot usually will suffice for that. There's really not been many instances where I've missed the second red, especially with this deck. That's because of the amount of drawing you're going to be doing. You're going to be able to do with Kiss a Kill, and also with the amount of interruptions you're going to be getting with Evil Twin Lila. That is just going to be huge for you as well. So we're going to set those to the side. We play 2 copies of Live Twin Kiss a Kill, 1 copy of Live Twin Frost, and then 3 copies of Live Twin Lila. They haven't come in just yet, unfortunately, but doing some testing, this has been really just phenomenal, of course. 2 Kiss a Kill, 1 copy of the Kiss a Kill Frost, because she mainly just provides you an additional form of advantage as far as hand advantage if she is banished from your graveyard. So you really want to go ahead and make sure she gets out as soon as possible. That way you get to pretty much out resource your opponent, and that's really what this deck is really meant to do. With the Evil Twin Kiss a Kill being able to draw you cards, Frost being able to draw you cards, Lila being able to go ahead and provide interruption for you as well. This deck has so much potential to go into the grind game and just to be able to out resource your opponent very easily, and that's why I think this deck is extremely good in doing that as well. It's going to be it for the Live Twin package. Now on to the hand traps. I am actually on 3 copies of Nibiru. If you guys have seen the replays that I posted this past weekend regarding the YCS in London, Nibiru absolutely excelled, I want to say. Any cashier players or any players in general that just did not respect Nibiru definitely got punished for it, and so this is my reason why I want to go ahead and keep Nibiru in the deck. 3 might be a bit much, honestly. I'm potentially cutting back down to 2. Still gonna work that out, but honestly I just really want to have Nibiru in the deck just to make sure that I do have it. We're in a weird state in Yu-Gi-Oh right now where either respecting Nibiru or not respecting Nibiru is kind of up in the air, to be perfectly honest. I don't think anyone really has the magic secret or the sauce behind knowing whether Nibiru should be played or not played. So I just want to go ahead and play it here as well. Any type of board wipe, board removal should definitely be played. If you don't want to play Nibiru, understandable. Play Kaijus. Gadarla would probably be the best one in this deck. You can also go ahead and play Raigeki in the main deck if you want, or evenly matched in the main. That's definitely fine as well. I personally prefer Nibiru for the current format just because people either don't see it coming or it's in a weird spot. 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Ash Blossom, of course, the most generic hand trap I ever created. 3 copies of Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill, and 3 copies of Effect Veiler. So you guys may have heard me mention this in previous videos. I think on-field negations are going to be super key in the current format. Sword Soul. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to start listing out decks anymore because at this point, as we've seen with the YCSs, any deck is completely viable. It's all up in the air as far as that goes, which is really crazy to think about, to be honest. But yeah, each and every single deck is viable. We've seen Rika start doing well again for some reason. Goki won a match. It's spoilers, you know, whatever. Goki is doing very well. Super Heavy Samurai before the new support is getting wins here and there. So honestly, with each and every single deck being viable, you just want to make sure you have as many on-field negations, because I feel like on-field negations are going to be best towards rogue matches. And at this point, because everything is rogue, everything is meta, to be honest. So if you guys want to see any specific type of rogue decks on the channel, definitely let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll get that out to you guys. But that is going to be it for the monsters, guys. Now on to the spells. Alright guys, so for these spells, we are playing 3 copies of Spright Starter, 1 copy of Smashers. Really no explanation needed. I think that's pretty standard for the most part. I play 2 copies of Secret Password, 2 copies of Sunny Snitch, and then 2 copies of Live Twin Home. So this was the one thing that I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about, because normally you'll see 3 Snitch, 3 Password. I did throw in, take out 1 of each and put in a double Live Twin Home. With the resurgence of Jorl and Lockbird really coming into the meta, I wanted to go ahead and have a card that would at least allow me the opportunity to play around it by being able to go ahead and special summon from the deck. So if I'm hinted that my opponent has Jorl and Lockbird with Sunny Snitch, what I can do is, well, search the Kill Lila, but if for some reason I'm feeling like it may not be, like it may be my opponent's hand, or maybe I have some type of hand knowledge somehow, I want to go ahead and make sure that I activate Live Twin Home instead of these 2, because this is actually going to go ahead and special summon the monster directly from the deck, and then that is going to be much more beneficial than if I search and then I can't do any more searching for the rest of the turn. So that is the main reason why I play Live Twin Home in the deck. I'm still wanting to go ahead and figure out if I should just play Live Twin Home instead of Secret Password, and then just play 3 Sunny Snitch and 3 Live Twin Home. But honestly, this ratio has been working really well for me. It gives me a good versatility of options going first or second as well. Next, for the traps, guys, we play 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence and 1 copy of Spright Double Cross. Some people are starting to move away from Double Cross. I think it's definitely a mistake, or playing Gamma Burst instead. I again think that's the mistake. This deck does such a good job of interrupting your opponent. With all the draws you're going to be doing, you're going to be drawing into so many more hand traps. We play 15 hand traps in this deck, guys. We're not messing around here. This is no joke. So with 15 hand traps in the main, just constantly being able to draw 1 to 2 cards each and every single turn in addition to the draw phase is absolutely huge, and just having that 1 additional blowout interruption just kind of super well with that as well. So majority of the time, if I do summon Jet and I already have blue in hand, or blue something another way to get to blue, which I normally will, I'll just go ahead and search for the Spright Double Cross, and now it provides me an immediate interruption, especially against the best decks, which is going to be like Cash Tier or Sword Soul. If they want to go summon Moe, activate effect, summon token, or whatever it might be, Spright Double Cross, take their Moe, and now they can't summon. Or, you know, it does leave them with a non-effect monster, but details. Point of the matter is, guys, that is going to be it for the main deck. It is a 40 card main deck, guys. Honestly, I've seen this is probably going to be one of the most fun versions of Spright that I've played. I've never played the Live Twin version, so it's still very new to me, but honestly, I've been having a lot of fun testing this deck out with my friends online, everything like that. So definitely would recommend at least giving this a shot. It's a very inexpensive deck as well, which I actually really like. You can pick up the entire deck for like less than 150 bucks. I'm pretty sure less than 150 to 200 bucks for the entire deck, and that's of course already including the Spright cards. For the Live Twins, you can pretty much pick up the entire thing for like probably 40 bucks. So very affordable as well. But without further ado, let's get into the extra deck. So the extra deck, guys, we play 3 copies of Evil Twin Kill, and then 2 copies of Lila, and 1 copy of Trouble Sunny. So why am I playing 3 Kill and 2 Lila? Kill is going to be the main one you're going to want, so you can draw into more interruption. Don't get me wrong, Lila's cool. She's nice and everything, and being able to pop a card is cool and everything, but once you got her in the graveyard, you just keep recycling her with Kill. And with Kill, Again, just being able to guarantee that you're able to draw further and further into your deck, dig deeper, because the more you draw, the more interruptions you're going to be getting to go against your opponent. So that is why I want to go ahead and play 3 keys to kill. If you want to take out 1 keys to kill and play another card in the extra deck, that's probably fine as well, but this is just what has been working out for me. So that's going to be it for the Evil Twin stuff. Now for the, I'm going to go ahead and leave this right here. Now for the rest of the extra deck, we play 1 copy of Spright Sprint. We're not playing this to really send anything, but he is a still really good form of interruption. Just being able to bounce anything you're playing special summons. 1 copy of Nightmare Phoenix with field spells and not board breakers, what's it called? Floodgates. And Floodgates being a big part of the format, I want to go ahead and make sure we have some way to go ahead and get around it. Also just some pesky back row cards like Ashira Birth, for example, which go ahead and pop that. 2 copies of Gigantic Sprites. I have considered playing the 3rd one, has not come up just yet, but it is necessary to have in theory in testing, so we're still working on that one, but I think 2 is just fine. Of course, the GOAT, Onimibaru Soul Sweeper. Any deck list that doesn't play this card in Spright, I think it's just mistaken, and it's definitely wrong. This card is absolutely super busted. 1 Jin Buster, 1 number 2 Ninja Mosquito, and then 2 copies of AA Zeus. I think that's pretty standard. I have thought about just playing 1 Zeus since Cashier is kind of seeing a drop in amount of representation and play. But it is still nicer to have just in case you do go up against those matches, because even though that Cashier is seeing a less popularity in overall play, and we're seeing the viability of other decks skyrocket like Heroes, Gokis, you know, pretty much all the decks I mentioned earlier, Gate Guardian of all things, which is absolutely crazy. So as I was saying, with a decrease in popularity of a deck like Cashier, you still want to go ahead and be prepared for it, because you know that once you get to the top cuts of any type of tournaments, whether it's your locals or a regional or a national or a YCS, you know you're just bound to come across a lot of Kashtira, and in the event they don't respect Nibiru and want to go ahead and go full Mind Hacker combo, you want to make sure you do have these 2 in your deck. So that is going to be it for the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Honestly, I've been having a lot of fun with this version of Spright, but this is not going to be the only version of Spright. Like I said before, there's so many different ways you can go ahead and play this deck, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys profiles for not only this Life Twin Spright deck. I'm going to get you guys, I'm going to make sure I get you the Melfi Spright list. I'm going to make sure I get you a Tri-Brigade Spright list, and all a bunch of different Spright variants as well. So you guys can go ahead and pick and choose which one works for you. But without further ado, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about this deck. Is this a deck that you like the most? Is this the deck or the version of Spright that you think is the most viable? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys do enjoy this type of deck profile, I did set up a new camera angle, so it's a more face down. I actually really like it, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you guys do enjoy these profiles, let me know by smashing that like button. You can also let me know by making sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. We just eclipsed 2,000 subscribers while I was recovering from my surgery, so I want to thank each and every single one of you guys for making sure that you subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of big things coming on the channel. I do want to go ahead and get some, well, I'm just going to start right there. I have some fun stuff in the works that will be released very soon, or revealed to you guys very soon. But without further ado, guys, make sure you guys stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.